What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Sorta Interesting Podcast. Welcome to episode number 86 of the Sorta Interesting Podcast, and welcome to our second week of our Men in Black review series, where we are reviewing every Men in Black movie, rounding it out with Men in Black International. I am your host. My name is Christian Patam. With me, as always, the man who is above the system. He is the best of the best of the best with honors, and he makes this shit look good. He will be known as Agent M from now on. Myles, darling, how you doing, my boy?
Good. Agent C.
Agent C doesn't sound as cool as Agent M. M is cool. C doesn't sound as cool. You know what I mean?
Agent P. What's good?
But Myles, today we are reviewing Men in Black 2. But before we do that, we have a side podcast that I want to do today, and we've got some trailers that I want to watch. We've already watched two trailers previously recorded. We wanted to record those live in real time when those trailers came out. So we're gonna cut to those in a bit here. But before we cut to those, I got one more trailer I want to watch. I want to watch the Many Saints of Newark trailer, which is the movie adaptation prequel to The Sopranos. You and I, both Sopranos fans. Huge Sopranos fan. Me, I love Sopranos.
He's Gandolfini.
I can't not watch it, and I can't not do the goddamn New York accent after. I'm a mess after. I can't do it. But Myles, let's go ahead and get into this trailer here. I'm very excited for this. Even though it's a prequel and James Gandolfini's not in it anymore, I'm still pretty excited to watch it. But let's go.
Makes you want to like shake somebody down for something. Just
let's see. All right. Oh, you can't see this. Hold on. I gotta change this. I know. I can't. I can't shake the accent after watching it. After watching like 3 or 4 episodes, I'm back in it again. Let's do this. All right. You see that there?
Oh, I see it.
All right.
I saw it before, but I see it now too.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh my.
Oh, is that Ray Liotta already? Yeah. Holy shit.
I want to do a good deed.
God, he looks old as fuck, dude.
The white hair works.
I want to do a lot more.
Sebastian Maniscalco was not in.
For my nephew.
I know, he would be perfect for this, wouldn't he? God. There he is, Gandolfini Jr.
I went through all that trouble, and for what?
I'm
always been accused.
You gotta be good. I want to do whatever I can to help the family.
Money don't get everything, it's true. What it don't get, I can't use. I want money.
Wonder what they talk about in there.
I didn't catch the name.
Pussy.
Hey, big push.
I think I just got this jacket. You know, I try so hard.
I wonder who that's supposed to be. I wonder if that's supposed to be like Christopher's dad.
Do something about Dickie Malasani.
Oh, yeah. Dickie Malasani.
What a blow.
I know you can get anything.
Look at Dickie Malasani.
Well, hey.
Who's John Bernthal supposed to be? I wonder.
If anybody tells anybody about this,
How you doing on your merit badges? I want to do all kinds of good things. It's the wanting. Pain comes from always wanting things. What do I know? I'm a murderer.
God, he's still scary. Fuck. Even more scary now that he's old.
Free.
Okay, didn't really show much.
hi Christopher, hello.
There's Christopher.
They just
Like a scam or something.
Some babies, when they come into the world, know all kinds of things from the other side.
That's what I want.
Oh, Leslie Odom Jr. That's who that was. Oh, from Hamilton, and that's that State Farm commercial. That Nationwide. Oh no, Nationwide. That's not State Farm. That's Nationwide.
No, that's not State Farm.
Okay, didn't really show much, but
that was a name drop trailer.
Yeah, I'm into it. I'm still gonna watch it. You know what? I want to go on the IMDb here. I want to see who these actors are supposed to play here. So, the Many Saints of Newark. Let's go to this IMDb. Because I remember the names. I can't really put names to faces right now. I'm trying to think. So John Bernthal, Johnny. Oh, so John Bernthal. That's supposed to be his dad, right? Johnny Boy Soprano.
Yeah.
That's okay. So that's James Gandolfini's dad.
Is Livia.
Oh, Livy. Oh shit.
Okay.
And then this guy, from
Yeah.
Uncle Junior. Yeah, the guy from fucking House of Cards and Ant-Man. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we got Paulie. This guy
Joey
busy.
Diaz? Hold on.
Joey Diaz is in it. Does
Uncredited?
unknown character right now. So we'll see who he was actually in the show as well. I don't remember who he plays, but damn, look at Joanne Montesanti. Jesus. Hold on. Let's just go to this real quick. Let me see this. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Only known for 2 things. Great.
We will watch her career with great interest.
Oh, look, we got a young Janice Soprano. We got Big Pussy over here. Don't know any. I know Silvio. Okay, we got this guy. Don't know who that is. And then yeah, of course, Tony Soprano, the James Gandolfini's son there. But yeah, I'm very excited. I don't remember this character either. Harold McBrayer, played by Leslie Odom Jr. But I'm sure it has something to do with the main show. But I'm excited, man. Either way, I just love The Sopranos. Anything new doing having to do with The Sopranos, I'm always into it. So.
Oh yeah.
So let's actually, you know what?
That was one of the OG big budget. Well, I think it was the OG big budget like mafia type like shows.
Show for sure. Oh yeah.
Good
show. Yeah.
Good story. You know, it was great characters.
Because up until that point, it was just all gangster movies, right? And then finally they made a show,
movies,
and probably one of my favorite shows of all time. But Myles, let's go ahead and cut to our trailer reactions for SpiderMan and then The Matrix.
Ready? Just be like Star Tours.
Cut to it now. All right, here we go. SpiderMan No Way Home official teaser trailer. Today is August 23rd, 2021. Mark it in your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. You ready, Myles?
Yeah. Send it. Full send. What's that? All right, that was it. Cool, that was great.
I hate it when they fucking do that. Don't play parts of the trailer before the trailer.
Females.
Stop, come on.
Yes, my spider lord.
Can we just like stay up here all day? It is so crazy down
Hey, he's got them shadows.
Shadow, that Bill Burr special.
Yeah.
Listen, I did not kill Mysterio. The drones did.
The drones that are yours.
Does any part of you feel relieved about all this?
What do you mean?
Now that everybody knows, you don't really have to hide or lie to people.
For the record, I never wanted to lie to you. But how do you tell
They're
someone
mad
you're
because they're
Spider-Man?
interracial.
Now everybody knows. But this isn't about me. This is hurting a lot
Hey.
of people.
Shout out to
I've
Ned.
just
He
been
lost a
thinking
lot of
about
weight.
How to fix all of this.
He's not funny anymore. It's just you loser funny.
There's nothing funny about a
Loser
physically
weight.
fit man.
Peter?
Here we go, baby. Let's go.
Pleasure.
I'm sorry to bother you, sir.
Please, we saved half the universe together. I think we're beyond you calling me sir.
Okay,
Parker.
Steven.
With
I
the
feel
capes
weird,
still
but I'll
all
allow
out
it.
of him. Oh
When
shit!
Mysterio revealed
Wait,
my
what?
identity, my entire life got screwed up.
Was that
I was
black suit
wondering if
Spider-Man? What
maybe
the fuck was
Yeah.
that?
Never did.
Strange.
Don't cast that spell.
Wow.
It's too dangerous. Fine. I won't.
It's gonna be that multiverse, baby.
The entire world is about to forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Wait, everyone? Can't some people still know?
That's not how the spell works.
So MJ's gonna forget about everything we've ever been through?
Stop tampering with the
Gives a
spell.
fuck
Oh
about
my
it.
god, Ned, he's my best friend. Oh, my Aunt May should really know.
Stop talking.
Oh no.
Where's
Just
Toby?
happened?
Where the fuck is Toby?
Oh
Tampering
shit.
with the stability of space-time. The multiverse is a concept about which we know
Oh
frighteningly
fuck, dude.
The problem is you trying to live two different lives. The longer you do it, the more dangerous it becomes.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Is that?
Be careful what you wish for, Parker.
Fucking Willem Dafoe, baby. Let's go.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh shit. Is he reprising?
Peter.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god, dude. Fucking Willem Dafoe. Do you know how much I sacrificed? God. Oh, I can't fucking wait. That was amazing. That was a long trailer, too. This
That
is a
is-
teaser? That was a
That's a
3-minute
lot.
teaser. Jesus. All right.
There's a
well,
lot to unpack in there.
I guess on to the next trailer, whatever we're going to be watching next.
Quick, wardrobe change.
All right, everybody, here we go. The Matrix. What is it called? Matrix Resurrection. I can't read that little last font. Matrix Resurrections, aka Matrix 4. Supposedly, this is supposed to be some sort of reboot, but I guess they're bringing back some of the characters. Of course, Keanu Reeves is going to be in there, but
it's a reboot. Interesting.
It's supposed to be a kind of a reboot, but we'll see with this trailer here what's going on. But let's go, baby. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Did I hit play? Yes, I did. Okay.
Thomas? You seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
Hey, MPH?
Yes. Doogie.
MPH would never do that.
Am I crazy? We don't use that word in here.
Oh boy.
Doogie.
Let's fucking go.
He's a doctor.
Hi.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Trinity. Shit. Let's go. See, it's kind of like a reboot. They don't know who they are. Dude, the cinematography is already fucking badass as fuck.
That Jefferson Starship too? Oh, wow.
This just reminds me of that Harley Quinn. Where's the red pill?
That's the enema. Whoa.
Time to fly.
Hey.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want the truth, Neo, you're going to have to follow me.
Oh shit.
That matters to you is still here. I know it's why you're still fighting and why you will never give up.
Morpheus is fighting Neo.
You don't know me. No?
Oh, fuck, let's go. Christmas, baby. Oh, shit, agents. Super Saiyan? Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, this is fucking sick, dude. What the fuck is going on?
Bending the rockets. To be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.
Let's fucking go, dude. He's the agent, the guy from Frozen.
Yeah.
An agent. Are you kidding me?
Wow, dude.
Dude, after seeing Mindhunter, seeing him in that suit, kind of just being like a, just like a federal agent, I'm like, oh fuck, that is a perfect fucking casting for an agent. I can't fucking wait. Yaya as Morpheus.
Morpheus?
I'm kind of bummed they didn't bring back.
Morpheus,
I'm pretty sure it is Morpheus. I mean, he was rocking the fucking the glasses without, you know what I mean, the middle glasses, which are fucking sick. He's rocking the cool suits, and of course we got the Morpheus is fighting Neo scene, which I'm fucking hyped about, man. Oh my god, Christmas.
I am really surprised by that freaking trailer, dude.
Holy
the cinematography, you said it before. Like I was kind of hesitant to say that, but like
it looks amazing.
And then
all right, you know what? I gotta watch this one more time. Let's just fucking watch it one more time, all right? One more time.
Please.
Oh my god, this looks so fucking dope.
I couldn't tell if that was...
I'll shut up.
NPH though, what a crazy random casting here.
Just to start.
Just dreams.
Am I crazy? We don't use that word in here.
I'm glad they brought him back with the beard, because Keanu without the beard nowadays does not look good at all. He looks terrible without the beard.
It's got the face sag a little bit.
Yeah.
Hi.
Trinity, she looks good. What's up?
Yeah. Clean up your fingernails, girl.
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small.
Perfect song too.
And the ones that mother
yeah, with the introduction of smartphones now, they didn't have any smartphones even when the third one came out.
That's true.
I think that's supposed to be the. I think that's supposed to. Yeah, that is Priyanka. Oh shit! I think she's supposed to be the Oracle. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The glasses. There we go. Only one Wachowski, by the way. Not both this time.
The rabbit from the first.
Yeah.
Wow.
That sounds like you need to unplug, man.
You're still here. I know it's why you're still fighting, and why you will never give up.
Dude, this scene right here. Fuck yeah.
You don't know me. No?
Don't think you are. Know you are. Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
I know Kung Fu. Show me.
Show me. We're definitely gonna do a full series review before this one comes out.
Oh my god, yeah. They're all on HBO
Oh
Max.
shit, that's right. Dude, the fucking CGI is gonna be awesome now. The agents. I can't wait. Yeah, dude. I cannot wait for these agents. Bro, he's already bending rockets.
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.
Oh, man. What a dope-ass fucking name, too. Resurrections. Wow. Sounds like a video game. But I can't wait, man. But I guess that's it. I guess cut back to the podcast now. Wow, what a great trailer, Myles. That SpiderMan and
God.
Matrix.
That
Fuck, dude.
insert movie trailer was insane.
For real though, that Matrix trailer, I'm still thinking about it. To this day, I'm still fucking thinking about it. I love it. I cannot fucking wait. I'm so hyped about it. But yeah, Myles, for today's side podcast, I want to know, in honor of Michael K. Williams, rest in peace, unfortunately died of an overdose, but is in one of our top shows of all time, The Wire. In honor of Michael K. Williams, I want to know what your favorite TV shows of all time, your top TV shows of all time
is. Oh man! All right, so first we're gonna go with The Wire.
Are you gonna start at number 5 or number 1?
I'm gonna no. This is in no particular order because
order. Okay.
I'm gonna go from. I want to pick like a comedy. I want to pick some like action. I want to pick a sci-fi too. It's just
sci-fi shows.
Hard to like. Yeah,
sci-fi shows are tough, man.
They are tough.
I haven't even thought about that. That's a good one. Yeah, I haven't thought about sci-fi shows.
So I'm thinking for my for first foremost, in honor of Michael K. Williams, The Wire. The Wire is one of those shows. It's a slow burn in the beginning, and then it just takes off. It's so good.
And you've seen all of it, right? You've seen all of The Wire.
I have.
How many seasons are there?
I think there's 6. I believe there's 6.
Dude, that is a lot. That is a lot.
5 or 6, yeah.
The Wire available now on HBO Max, so go ahead and watch that for sure.
Always going to be available on HBO Max. It better be.
And I'm sad to say, I've only seen the first season, Myles. I've started the second season, didn't finish it, but man, I loved the first season. Fucking loved it. One of the greatest things I've ever seen for a season. I think that's why I was kind of scared to start the rest of the seasons. I was like, this was so good. I'm just scared to ruin that first season for myself. But if you say it's good, then I'll trust you on that.
Fantastic, dude. It really just draws you in, even though it's really dated. It's very dated,
dude. Yeah, it's all like that 4x3.
The beginning too is all pay phones.
Yeah,
and then they finally moved to some flip phones. And
it's like watching Seinfeld over again. You know what I mean? It's all it's all dated shit.
Dated. Yeah, it's a little dated.
Tapping the phones and shit. Yeah. Pagers.
So for my next one, I'm gonna go with Breaking Bad.
Of course,
is a show that it's riveting. I think. Why can't I remember his name?
Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston that's the performance of his life. It's so good, so. Good.
It's crazy to think about
it ends so well too.
Oh yeah, it's crazy to think about the career he had before Breaking Bad. Like he had already a special career with Malcolm in the Middle, and he was he was on a bunch of episodes of Seinfeld as well. But yeah, he had a whole ass career before that, and then another emergence with Breaking Bad. So it's an amazing ride he's had. Now he's in movies and he's in all kinds of movies, and yeah. TV shows still too, but yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw out The Office. As
of course,
everybody. I mean, it's just
that's on everybody's list. I'm sure.
It's everybody's list. You know, I'm going through the real like kind of just straightforward what people know. I'm trying to think of like I've got a couple here that I really I don't want to say the whole show on this one, but I'm gonna say the first season of True Detective.
Oh man. Oh,
that is one
special.
of my favorite like shows. I don't know if that counts because True Detective as a whole, I didn't care for the second or third season.
Second season was garbage. Third season, I actually really liked the third season because it felt like it was the first season again. You know.
Yeah, it's true. But the first season,
that was special. That was a special time.
Yeah, that was something very special.
Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey together, just fucking magic, man. Two of the greatest actors of our generation, just so fucking good, man. And it was like a movie. Every episode was like a movie, and it was amazing. Such great production, a lot of budget in there. Beautiful, and the cinematography, beautiful. And the opening credits to True Detective might be my favorite opening credit sequence of all time, where it has like the double exposure of like the pictures. Oh my god, dude. That's so creative, and I love it so much.
You've got the flames coming up that one particular part, and he's just like looking up. He's just, it's so like that's the one intro I will never skip.
Yeah, it's literally I think it's my favorite intro of all time. It is so fucking good, man. God.
I'm gonna throw a curveball out here, and I'm gonna say this is for my sci-fi.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because I know you've seen a lot more sci-fi shows than I have.
This is an animated show.
Oh, okay.
This show, I think it's not so much underrated. It's just not talked about because it ended, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It's Futurama.
Okay. Yeah.
Futurama is one of those shows that I could put on in the background. I could play it at any time, any episode. I will watch it. I used to love Futurama. I loved it more than The Simpsons. Still do to this day.
So when we were younger, what channel was Futurama? Was it on Fox as well, Futurama?
It started on Fox, and then right? Comedy Central took it over.
Yeah, okay.
And then it was on Comedy Central, and then it jumped around, and then it went to Adult Swim, and it still does like late night appearances on different shows.
Unfortunately, Futurama was a show I just never really got into. I wasn't really into like those animated shows. I was into The Simpsons, that's for sure, but I was never really into Family Guy. I wasn't into Futurama or even South Park. I wasn't really into that either. There's something about animated shows that just didn't really keep my attention, but I've heard nothing but good things about Futurama. And it is the same creator, right, as The Simpsons, or
Matt Groening.
Yeah, okay, yes, the same, right? Okay, yeah, because it looks like the same art style and stuff. But
I'm gonna put Sopranos in there too.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, that's like a
definitely.
And I mean, that's what I got right now. I'm sure I can think of a whole lot of others.
Yeah.
Like there's limited series that are fantastic. You know, that I love.
That's what I was going to go into. Limited series here. So, of course, we're going to share a lot of these same ones. Breaking Bad, The Office, of course. But I want to talk about Mayor of Easttown. Did you ever watch it? It's on HBO Max right now. It came out probably about a year ago. And I just watched it maybe a month ago. Mayor of Easttown is starring Kate Winslet is in it. It's got... what's his name? Evan Peters, the guy from Quicksilver from the X-Men, and he's in that American Horror Story.
Oh yes,
yeah.
Yes.
But this show is so fucking good. It's like a crime mystery crime like detective story, but it's basically a game of Clue. Someone got murdered in their city, and it's a small town. It's the town is Easttown, and the main character, Kate Winslet, her name is Mare. So it's basically a murder that happens in a small town, and it's Mare, the top detective of that town, trying to figure out who did it and where it happened. And she's questioning everybody in that town. She knows everybody. She's trying to find out their motives and stuff. And the twists and turns in that show. It's a limited series. It's only probably about 6 or 8 episodes or so. So it's a quick watch. They're about an hour, like an hour each, 45 minutes an hour. But I knocked that out in one weekend, and man, it is one of the greatest shows ever. Unfortunately, Kate Winslet fantastic, and it got snubbed for an Emmy that year. Had no idea, because I watched the show. I was like, she had to have won something, and then I went back to look at the Emmy nominations. She got nominated, got fucking totally snubbed. I was like, this is bullshit, man.
Guy Pearce in there too.
Guy Pearce is in it, yeah, fantastic. But it's basically a game of Clue. And the twists and turns, dude. You got to start it, dude. It's one of those though. I'll warn you now. Once you start it, every episode ends in a cliffhanger, so it's gonna keep you going every time. That's why I knocked it out in literally like 2 days. I just couldn't stop. But it's fucking fantastic. I'm trying to think of what else I got here. Of course, you know what? I want to say the first season of Westworld. I actually really liked that first season. Second season, garbage. Really, but man, that first season, the production value of that first season is fucking magical. With that whole the whole like futuristic tech that they had, the Westworld thing, and the acting in that is so fucking good. With the guy from what's his name? The McPoyle from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, why did I not?
He's like Jimmy something, but man, he is so fucking good in that. I love, that first season was so good. Unfortunately, the second season shit the bed, and I never did watch that one with Aaron Paul. I think you started watching it, right? Was it the third season, or was it a spin-off? No, I think it was the third season, right?
Westworld. Yeah, no, it was the third season.
Okay.
It was.
I remember you watched that in our old apartment, but I never.
The direction they went with it was. I get it, where they're trying to go with it. They're trying to bring it to real life, and I don't know. I was wholeheartedly set on keeping it kind of in the park.
Oh yeah, that's right. They went outside the park. Exactly.
Yeah. I get it. We got to see the new age technology.
Yeah.
That but it's Westworld. Change the name up.
Yeah.
Keep Westworld's integrity in a sense. You got Dolores. I get it. She's outside.
Dolores. Yeah.
Bring yourself back online.
I'm gonna actually throw in some reality shows as well, which I know you're a big fan of. Some reality shows going on right now, but one that I've always been a big fan of. I haven't watched it this year, but Big Brother on CBS, dude. I was so into Big Brother. They used to have, I mean, they still have it, but those 24-hour streams where they have like you could pay like $5 a month on CBS, and you could literally just watch cameras in the house of all the people. It feels a little creepy, but man, back in the day, I used to be on that shit literally 24 hours a day.
Yes,
that would be my TV. I would be just watching people.
That was your Truman Show.
Yeah, basically. And I always thought maybe I could kind of be on that show. I think I could be on that show. I'm not really good at maybe keeping secrets like that, but I was like, competitions and stuff like that. I got a good memory. I could probably be physical at sometimes, but I could be physical. I could get along with people. People will like me, and we could form alliances and shit. But always been a fan of Big Brother. Other reality shows, of course, we got Too Hot to Handle, fucking fantastic on Netflix. Gotta go watch that. But my last one here, I'm gonna say Seinfeld. Seinfeld is one that I could watch over and over again.
Yeah.
I'd say like Always Sunny is probably the modern equivalent of that, but I still like Seinfeld a little bit better, even though it is dated. I just love it so much. It's just one of those that I used to watch as a kid along with Seinfeld.
I want to give some honorable mentions though before we wrap that up. Have you ever seen BoJack Horseman?
I started it. I started the first season, but it was just a little too depressing for me. Like I was like. I kind of wanted something to up me, because I started watching probably at the beginning of the pandemic, and I was like, this is a little too heavy for me.
And that's totally understandable because you see a comedy featuring Will Arnett, and you're like, it's an animated series. You're like, okay, this has got to be hilarious. He's a horse.
Yeah.
A horseman. Like, come on, this has got to be fun. It is. But in its own right, it's got so many layers to it.
It's heavy.
Well written.
Yeah.
The jokes. They hit you have to watch like every frame of this show. There's jokes going on in the background. There's stuff going here and there, and there's stuff that you catch that they were talking about in the first season, and that it's very well written, and it will go through a lot of different emotions. You're laughing most of the time, but you're also like beside yourself, like, oh my god.
It was a little too, it was too real, like the way.
No, I get that, but if
Bojack was talking about like his depression and stuff, I was like, oh man, this is rough, man. This is some real shit right here, and it was like,
that's why I'm giving that the honorable mention. Yeah. Like people go into it thinking this one thing. That's what I did.
Yeah.
and you kind of just gotta like let that go in a sense.
And that ended already, right? Like I heard the ending
Yeah,
was
it-
fantastic too. Did you watch it all?
I know I'm saving that
okay.
last
Saving
season for
yourself.
when I have some
Got it.
time. But up
Saving
until
yourself.
that point, it's saving
Got it.
myself. I got a couple more here.
Yeah.
Chernobyl was
Chernobyl.
fantastic,
yeah.
limited
Loved
series.
it.
The only gripe I had
Where the hell's
is-
Babe? You know? Yeah.
Where the hell's Babe? And why does everybody have a British accent? It's like they're supposed to be in Ukraine.
Yeah, HBO, man,
Anyways.
king of the miniseries, HBO. I always wanted to watch, what's that? Band of Brothers. I always wanted to
That
watch
was
that.
my
And-
last honorable mention.
Yeah, I always wanted to watch that and the Pacific. I always wanted to watch those, but I never got around to it.
Yeah, I heard the Pacific was good. I haven't seen that, but Band of Brothers I've seen. I have the hard aluminum
you do?
case, like Blu-ray set. It's so good.
Yeah, I have no excuse. It's all on HBO, but it's a lot.
riveting,
Yeah,
man.
there's so many things to watch right now.
Man, TV shows, dude. I could honestly keep going. There's
Have you
like so
seen
many shows.
Big Mouth on Netflix?
Oh yeah, the
Dude,
Nick Kroll show,
that
right?
is so fucking funny, dude. I don't know why I stopped watching that for some reason, but that show too, the writing of that is fucking fantastic and it's hilarious. But yeah, if you would like to hear more content like what you just heard, you can donate to our Patreon at patreon.com/sortainteresting, where you could donate at the $1 level. And Myles, if the beautiful people out there would like to hear the back catalog of our podcast, where can they find us, please?
SortaInteresting.com. That's where you're listening to this right now. That's where everything's stemming from. This is the roots right there. You go there and you can watch and listen. You can listen to every single podcast from the past, and then if you go to YouTube, you just type in Sorta Interesting, or the first ones that pop up. You can start watching up until I can't remember what it was up until, but we've got quite a few episodes up there. Right
Oh
now.
yeah, there's we're on episode 86, so
Yeah,
yeah,
we
there's
got-
probably about like 10 on there, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say
that's-
about 10. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good enough to get you guys going.
Go
Get
watch
you
that.
through the
It's
day.
it's Halloween. We're coming up on October, right? We have our Monster Month
Mm-hmm.
up there. So our greatest podcast, The Mummy Returns, is on there. So go ahead and watch that. It's about like 40,000 views at the moment. So
Wow.
please go ahead and watch that.
It's only gonna go up. Brendan Fraser's making that comeback. It's gonna go up.
Oh yeah, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to our podcast so we could finally hit our 1,000 subscribers and we can have
On YouTube.
our own
Yeah, subscribe on
URL
YouTube.
on YouTube. Yeah, We're also on SoundCloud, Spotify as well. So go ahead and give those a listen. But Myles, let's
And
get
all those
yeah.
links on sortainteresting.com as well as our Patreon.
go. Yeah.
Just real quick, we'll plug that again at the end.
Yeah, and go check out our Instagram as well. I've been posting videos of our reactions of trailers coming out in real time. So if you don't want to miss out on the action there, go ahead and check out our Instagram. I'll post those. It's going to be the same trailers that are going to be in this video, but I post those early, so we get those reactions
Early
same
access.
same day of the trailer, just so we're not missing out on the action there. But Myles, let's get into production details of Men in Black 2. Release date July 3rd, 2002, which is a whole ass 4 years after the first movie, which is insane to me. Like, people went through whole fucking high school before a second movie of this came out. Director same as the first movie, Barry Sonnenfeld.
Sequels took a long time back then.
Yeah, it's
and
fucking
this isn't even back
ridiculous,
then,
dude.
really. You know, it's just
Yeah.
like this is 20 years ago.
4 years? Like, why would you wait that long? But writer Robert Gordon, who wrote a series of unfortunate events, and he wrote Galaxy Quest, Myles. Very underrated movie. That movie, I believe, is on either Hulu or HBO Max. I think it's Hulu.
Yeah,
one of
I think
those.
you're
Yeah,
right.
because I just watched that recently. Fantastic, dude. It is
Great
so
movie.
fucking funny.
Movie.
Got Sam Rockwell in it. I totally forgot Sam Rockwell's in it. I fucking love everything that Sam
is
Rockwell.
One of
yeah.
those. We got to do a series on Sam Rockwell.
Dude,
alone.
yeah.
I don't care if it's just his
I
small
love
bit
him.
in Charlie's Angels. I love him in.
Yeah, he's in so many like movies with little roles. Remember him in I think the very first movie I ever saw him in was in The Green Mile, and he scared
my
the shit
God.
out of me, dude.
He did.
He was a fucking weirdo in Green Mile.
Menace, dude.
Yeah.
Like he just had that aura.
He was
like,
crazy.
In Moon 2, that was
Oh,
probably one
Moon,
of his
fantastic,
best
yes.
performances.
And one of the most underrated characters in the MCU, Justin Hammer in Iron Man 2. Fucking fantastic. I really hope they bring him back at some point in the MCU.
That's what I want.
What every time he calls Tony, he calls him Anthony, which I fucking love. He's like, well, that's up to you, Anthony. And then he says, "God bless Iron Man, God bless America, thank you." I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. He is so fucking good. Justin Hammer. So good. Budget 140 million, which is 50 million more than the first movie. To which I say, where the fuck did all that money go? Because this movie looked like complete garbage compared to the first movie.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Box office $445 million, putting it at number 5 highest grossing movies of 2002, behind Star Wars Episode 2, SpiderMan, and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And at number 1, of course, The Lord of the Rings Return. Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, my favorite of the trilogy there. What a year for movies at that point. 2002, man. Fucking. And then other movies on that highest grossing list are My Big Fat Greek Wedding, Signs, and Myles, Minority Report, dude. My fucking favorite Tom Cruise movie of all time, where that fucking, he's like, twisted on the dude. I cannot wait to do a fucking review of Minority Report. I have seen that movie 100 fucking times. I don't even need to write down a rundown for that. It is so fucking good. And then we got it's so good, dude. It's fucking fantastic.
It needs to be a part of a Tom Cruise series.
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure. Runtime 1 hour and 28 minutes, which shocked me when I saw that number, because it was
so longer.
It's too long. Still too long, right? It felt like it was fucking 2 hours. I don't understand how it was only less than an hour and a half. Unbelievable. That must have been, that's probably like, what, 15 minutes of credits too? So that's like probably an hour and 15 minutes. That's ridiculous. But Myles, what were your initial thoughts of the Men in Black 2?
It's just from the beginning, you know, when
was this your first time watching it, first of all? Or you've seen it before, right? Okay.
Yeah. No, I've seen it before. This was probably the one I've seen the most, because this one was on TV probably the most while we were growing up.
TBS. Very funny.
Men in Black 1.
No, probably TNT.
Yeah, TNT, because they know drama. Men in Black 1 was, but like I didn't watch that as much because I didn't appreciate it as much, because I was terrified of that movie, honestly, when I was young.
The first one?
Yes.
Oh yeah. I could totally see that.
I was terrified, and then you realize that you're older, like now, I'm like, damn, I appreciate that, because Private Pile played such a good. Such a good bud. Anyways, just from the beginning, when that meteor hits and you see like the shitty CG,
it's so bad.
What happened?
How can it get worse than the first movie? I don't understand.
I did like the little turn. It was just like a little small thing. I get that, you know. It was just cute, you know. I don't know. It was just kind of downhill from there. And it didn't start. I just was not impressed by this movie. I wasn't impressed then. I'm not impressed now. I don't know. I guess as we go through it, I'll have some praise for it somewhere here and there, but I can't think of it.
Very little. But yeah, I never saw this movie in the movie theater, but I do remember getting it. Do you remember getting the DVD and being super psyched to watch, because I loved the first movie, and then being disappointed.
Look at that cover too.
Yeah, the cover's garbage. Even that is bad, like Photoshop. I'm like, well, you can't take a real picture. Why did you have to Photoshop and CGI the cover?
That doesn't even look like sense. Tommy Lee Jones.
No, yeah.
It also doesn't even look like Will Smith.
It's like a terrible painting or something. But yeah, even as a kid, I was super disappointed. And, you know, I love the first movie so much, and even my young, horny, adolescent brain knew that they just phoned this one in. You know, it was just such day and night difference between compared to the first. First of all, way too silly. Way too many jokes that were just garbage. Did not hit at all. And, you know, I thought the first movie did such a great job of balancing that, like, you know, fate of the planet kind of threat, and still including jokes here and there that were quick, and they hit like really well, mostly because of like Will Smith's like physical comedy and stuff like that. But yeah, this movie took that and it just ramped it up to like 100 with the jokes, and it failed miserably. I'd say Will Smith was okay, but I think he just had I think he had too much screen time by himself.
He did
in this movie. You know, at least in the first movie, Tommy Lee Jones was there for the majority of the movie to share the screen with him, and they could bounce off each other. You know, Tommy Lee Jones being the straight man, and then you know, Will Smith being the comedic comedic relief there, but now both of them are both comedic reliefs in this, so that doesn't work at all. Speaking of Tommy Lee Jones, I can't believe he even fucking came back for this movie. I thought the way they sent him off in the first movie was perfect. Just perfect. There's no reason for him to come back to this movie. But I think he must have been really hurting for money or work at this point in his career. I don't know what it was, but highly unnecessary to have him back for this movie. And then probably the worst part about this movie, Johnny Knoxville and the Serlina, played by Lara Flynn Boyle.
Laura.
The worst antagonists I've ever seen in my life. And both their acting careers just after this just took a shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Johnny Knoxville, with the exception of Jackass, everything else acting.
That's not really acting, I guess.
I know that's not even acting. That's just him. And then Laura Flynn Boyle. Who the fuck? Who's that? I don't know. This is the only thing I've ever seen her in. So
really could have picked somebody better.
And then to round this rant out, it was just terrible. I fucking hated basically almost every second of this movie, and had none of the fun like sci-fi comedic spirit that the first movie had. And then Rosario Dawson, you know, as great as she is in everything that she's basically in, not even her presence could have saved this movie. She was just too green in her career. You know what I mean? Like this is probably, I don't even know how many movies she did before this, but I want to say this is probably her first kind of starring role. Yeah, even she couldn't fix this movie, but you know, that's just the way it goes. Myles, let's get into a rundown of this. I cut out a lot of stuff out of this, I hope it's going to go pretty quick.
I've only got like one or two good things that I'll touch on, but please.
I cut out a lot of the garbage, but yeah, I included just the good stuff here, and there's going to be a lot of shit talking here. But the movie opens up with a TV program called Mysteries in History, hosted by one Peter Graves, who basically gives us a quick rundown of who the Men in Black are and the story of the Zarthanians and their beef with the Serlina, our antagonist of the movie. Then we cut to the year 2002, where we see an alien craft crash down to Earth. And you said it, man, the fucking CG of this thing.
With the legs coming out, and it's just...
And it's all close-ups, too. It's all close-ups, and it looks like garbage. And then an alien comes out of the little ship there and assumes the form of a Victoria's Secret model in a magazine, played by the smoking hot Lara Flynn Boyle. She was smoking hot back then. But Myles, if you look up a picture of Lara Flynn Boyle today, 2021, let this be a lesson to all of you young women, young men out there. Do not do stuff to your face. I promise you, you're gonna regret it. If you don't believe me, look up Lara Flynn Boyle 2021, and you will see the toll that it took on her face. Trust me, this is what Kylie Jenner's gonna look like. This is what all the fucking Kardashians are gonna look like. You do not want to fuck with your face. I'm telling you.
God.
You look fine the way you are. Please do not fuck with your face, because she looks terrible. I'm not going to bring it up because I don't want to, I don't know her like that. I don't want to shoot on her like that, but please just look it up. Let this be a lesson to you all.
Yeah, you want to shoot all over there.
Do not fuck with your face, because
God,
she looks terrible now, but I will leave it at that. You go ahead and do your own research. And we could already see we are in for a lot of trouble. You already said it. The CGI looks fucking terrible here compared to the first movie. They're just doing way too much. And I had to note here, the first movie at least had a lot of practical elements to remember they had the animatronics of the aliens and stuff. They had great props throughout the whole movie. But this era of film, they took too many notes from the Star Wars series. All the Star Wars, episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, they're all CGI. And they make everything CGI and green screen instead of using practical effects. And they changed that, with the newer trilogy, using way more practical effects. Thank you, J.J. Abrams, for saving us there. Then we
I think that... Hold on, just real quick.
Yeah, sure.
I think that we appreciate it more because of what we had to endure back then,
Yeah.
This was just what they had to go through to get to where we are now. Or it's like a mix of both, because they appreciate the practical effects now. The CG, if it's done right, is good now, and so you can't even tell it. So you at that point you don't notice it, and that is like here we notice it. Like just one thing, I think when she saw that guy in the when that guy after she changed into the model, and the guy came up to her and he was like, "Hey, he tastes good."
Yeah.
And then they went behind the bush.
Yeah.
But like in the first movie, he had no problem showing Kay getting eaten by a giant cockroach. Like, where was? Couldn't you just? Where's that extra money going? You couldn't show that.
I don't know, man. It's even today though with CGI, you know, you compare.
And she went back there to throw him up. Like, come on.
What was the point of doing it in the first place? Yeah, why do they even do that? But yeah, with the CGI even today, that's kind of hard. You know, if you compare MCU to like DC, it's like, oh shit, there is still levels to CGI where it's like they could do it well and it's still crappy, even though it is 2021. So
that is really true.
But the only thing is, it's like the last movie, if it's not broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? Like just do what you did in the last movie. Everybody loved it. It's beloved by everybody. So I just don't understand why they took this turn. But we cut to New York City and we see our old buddy Jay, played by Will Smith again, and his new partner T, played by Patrick Warburton, baby, aka Gronk. It's your birthday, aka Joe, aka this is your captain speaking,
aka Brock Sampson from the Venture Brothers.
He's in that.
Add that.
Okay.
One of the best shows to come out of Adult Swim.
And that's on HBO Max.
That's on HBO Max.
Yeah, I gotta give that a try. Yeah, I gotta give that a try.
Hilarious. Brock
is that the guy with like the blonde mullet and like
he's
the
a
tight shirt?
Dude.
Okay, I gotta give that a watch.
He's the bodyguard. He's the.
Okay.
Oh my god, he's so good, dude.
I'm kind of sad that Patrick Warburton wasn't in more of this movie. I actually quite enjoy him in a lot of things. Then they confront a flower sticking out of the subway grates named Jeff. They tell Jeff he can't be in the main subways, but T gets a little too rough with Jeff. But it turns out this little flower is actually he's like he just grabs him and is actually attached. He's attached to a massive worm. I like how what's his name? Will Smith's like, all right, by the books this time, all right, no crazy things, and then he just immediately kicks the flower. He's like, hey. And then Will Smith's like, whoa, hey. And then, we see this little flower is attached to a massive worm alien hiding in the subways. Jay tries to tranquilize Jeff, and a scene full of terrible CGI when he's like riding Jeff through the subways, really bad. I did kind of like the part where he's like dodging like the signs and shit. That was kind of funny.
That's the physical comedy.
Exactly. That's the only funny stuff there. And then Will Smith like taking out the thing with the tranquilizer and like spitting it out, and then Will Smith ends up in a subway train. And then Jay threatens Jeff with a possible shot to his throat, and Jeff gives away, and Jay neuralizes the passengers on the train with a lot of like shitty jokes that just don't hit at all. And then as this scene looks, I do like the character development that this show with Will Smith's character, kind of like letting us know as the audience that some time has passed now since the first movie. Now Jay is like kind of like the big man on campus, the HNIC, if you will, Myles. And then he's kind of like, he's like.
Why did they change the neuralizer color from red to blue?
They did, right? Yeah, they changed that, and I like it. It's like a little more shining, the neuralizer, but I don't like how they changed the light on that. And he's kind of like taking over Kay's seniority role in the MIB. We are now introduced to Scrad and Charlie, played by Johnny Knoxville, and this might be one of the worst, if not the worst, performances we have ever seen on this podcast. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Please forgive us. I didn't mean for this to happen.
But we've seen a lot of Fast and Furious movies.
Oh yeah, this is worse than all of that, for sure. Worse. And then Serlina approaches Scrad and orders them to help her find the light of Zartha hidden on Earth. They cut to a diner where Jay and T are having some pie, and then he says, ooh, yeah, good pie. Goodbye. And then
starts fucking falling.
Then Jay tries to have a heart-to-heart conversation with T about him being in the wrong profession, and that there are no heroes in the Men in Black since they're supposed to be hidden and unknown. And again, I like the character progression that they're showing, but it's just terribly executed with the writing. But I think it was good acting by Will Smith here, with Jay trying to let the audience know that he's sad and lonely at this point after being in the MIB for a couple years. Just being in the MIB is just a thankless job, and he's just an anonymous person out there. Then Jay ends up neuralizing T because he just ain't cutting in as his partner. He says, "Get married, have lots of kids," and he says, "Okay."
And then he gets up and he goes over to the waitress, right?
Yeah.
He's like, my friend's too shy to say, but he thinks you are hot.
That's what I need you to do that for me. You got to be my wingman. Just say that shit to someone, you know?
My friend's too shy, but he thinks you are.
And then if I see you in the and if I see you in the distance going like this, I'll be like, oh, I know what he's doing. You're gonna be. This.
Too buku.
Too buku. Too buku.
And she starts running.
It ain't too goddamn buku. And then at a pizza shop now, where we are introduced to an employee of the shop named Laura, played by the great and completely underrated Rosario Dawson. I don't know why Rosario isn't in more things. I love her so much.
We are not Rosario right now.
Yeah, that's true. This is very early in her career. And we are also introduced to our boss, Ben. Then Serlina confronts Ben about the location of the light of Zartha. Then Ben reveals his alien voice and tells her that she is too late and that the light will be leaving tomorrow to go back to its home and back to its people. So Serlina bips Ben and turns him into a big pile of skin. Laura witnesses this from the back of the shop.
It's terrible because she's holding him
It's really
up,
bad. Yeah.
And you can just see his ass in the air, like he's being held up.
She's holding him by the
obviously.
cheeks too. It's
Yeah.
like, how is that gonna work physics wise? Like, that's not gonna work.
You
Yeah,
are
he's like,
too late.
he's like, sorry, you made the trip for nothing.
Yeah.
And then Jay heads back to the MIB headquarters. Since T has been neuralized, Zed assigns Frank the Pug as his new partner. We see that little pug with the cutest little MIB suit on, and honestly, this might be the best part of the whole movie here, just because of how cute that goddamn dog is. But of course, they take that away from us immediately and take the suit off of him. I'm like, great, this is like the best part of the movie. Now it's already over in 2 seconds. And then Jay goes back to the pizza shop and questions Laura about what happened. And then Jay takes out Laura for some pie and tells her everything about the MIB and the alien she just saw. And to Jay's surprise, Laura is like totally cool with everything and believes in Jay. And then Jay attempts to neuralize Laura, but he can't bring himself to do it. And why? Because he wants to stick things into Laura. So he just leaves her be.
And possibly vice versa.
You know, yeah, if Jay's into that, damn.
I don't
He's
know.
a freak. He's a freak.
He works for MIB.
He's like, you see this neuralizer right here?
I want you to press this button nonstop.
I need you to flash this while it's inside me. And then again, Myles, this is great acting by Will Smith. I'll give it to him here. As he attempts to neuralize Laura, it's just all like emotional acting in his face. Yeah, he's not even like saying any words here, and we can just see how lonely he is. And he finally has found like a confidant and a possible lover. We'll see. And then Jay heads to the landing site of the spaceship, and Zed immediately knows it's Serlina looking for the light of Zartha. Then Zed tells Jay that 25 years ago he ordered Kay to send the light away from Earth, and the only way to know for sure if the light is still on Earth or not is to find Kay and bring him in and find out what he knows. And then we see Jay drive to Truro, Massachusetts, where Kay is now working at the post office, and we see his full name on his name tag.
That is Postmaster Kay.
Yeah, Postmaster, sorry. Is that like an elected position, Postmaster? Or it is, right? I think it is.
No, I think you gotta... Is it elected?
I don't know, because I know they like show up in court and stuff for like in front of like fucking, what is that called? The Supreme Court or whatever.
What is a Postmaster General? What is that?
That might be for like the nation.
Like
I don't.
Sounds like
I don't
badass
know.
title though. I don't know. Dude, Postmaster.
I know
like
that guy
title.
was a dick though during the elections. He was the one who was like, yeah, we don't need to send the ballots in through the mail.
Oh,
yeah, that's the guy. He was the dick for sure. And then we see his full name is Kevin Brown on his name tag, and he's like smiling like, hey. Then Jay tries to approach Kay, but of course Kay was neuralized in the last movie, so he has no memory of Jay or the Men in Black. So Jay talks, and then he takes Kay to the back room, and then Jay talks to the aliens working at the post office in beatboxing talk.
Biz Markie.
Dude, with a cameo from Biz Markie, rest in peace, man. And this scene has always fascinated me, dude.
Shit.
Yeah, that was like probably like a month or two ago, so very recently.
God, right.
Yeah. And he had like type 2 diabetes or something. Not good. And this scene, man, I've always loved this scene as a kid. I always thought beatboxing was so fucking cool. I
did too,
dude. Yeah, and
holy shit, dude! I would watch YouTube videos.
Dude,
on
I still watch it. Biz Markie, one of the greatest beatboxers of all time. Will Smith also very good at beatboxing in this scene here. But I thought it was just such a creative and fun scene here. And yeah, I still love to watch it to this day.
You still do that?
And then like fucking Bismarcky, where at the last one he does, where he's like, I can't even do it. I can't even attempt to do it.
Just like
he's like
throat.
He's like not even moving his
stop,
he's like he's not moving his lips, but he's still making like a beat in his throat. I'm like, whoa, how the fuck do you do that? It is amazing the way he does that. And then K sees all of his employees reveal themselves to be aliens, but he still isn't
just
on
the small
board.
thing here though, like where Biz, when he's doing that, he's turning to the other guys you could see, like, you could tell, you don't have to know, there's no subtitles, like he's saying like, yeah, it's fine,
we're cool,
we're cool, this guy's cool, you know. And I thought that little subtle thing was just like, oh, all right, that's kind of cool, you know.
I think it's so cool that they included Bismarcky too. They knew that he is the master of beatboxing and to include him in here. And then Jay gives Kay an ultimatum, basically tells him to take the blue pill or the red pill, stay at the post office or follow Jay and follow the white rabbit, and find out why he feels like he doesn't belong. And Kay decides to follow the white rabbit and join Jay. And then Kay and Jay arrive back at MIB headquarters, and Jay says, it's time to put it on. And then Kay's like, put what on? And then Jay says, the last suit you'll ever wear. Again. And then he's like, come on, let's go. Again, physical comedy at its best from Will Smith. And then we get a cameo from Michael Jackson in this scene here. Totally forgot. He's talking to Zed. Zed, I could be Agent M. Agent M.
And he was like, well, we got Alien, what was that program in something, you know, where they try to bring in outsource, kind of like
and then I always enjoyed this cameo because Michael, I read somewhere that Michael really loved the first movie like we did, and then he also loved other little things that we do not condone, so I'm not gonna get into that there. But Jay takes Kay into the deneuralizer to regain his memory. Again, another very funny scene here, actually, where Jay is like explaining what it is. He walks in, he's like, the deneuralizer, it's gonna unlock memories you have never seen before in your life and may save the earth. And then Kay's like, all right, cool, what's that? And then Jay says, the deneuralizer. Yeah, he just says really slow, the deneuralizer. And then he's like, okay, whatever. I'm not doing it justice, but it's really fucking funny. Again, Will Smith.
And he's explaining it. He's looking at it. All right, then what's that? That's the fucking thing.
Yeah, he's like looking around. He's like, cool, what's that? And then back on the main floor in MIB, we see Serlina and Scrat have set up an attack and have taken over the place. And then Kay and Jay in the deneuralizer room have to get flushed out and end up in the middle of Times Square. Again, funny scene when he pops out, like Will Smith with like the water coming out of his mouth. He's like, and then Jay makes contact with Frank, who is hiding at the headquarters. And then Jay surfs the web for deneuralizer. I fucking hate that word. I hope I don't have to say it anymore. Deneuralizer. Looking for a deneuralizer copycat. We see our old friend Jeebs, played by Tony Shalhoub again. Then Jeebs hooks up Kay to his makeshift deneuralizer. And then Kay gets shot out of the machine, and we can't tell yet if his memories are back yet. And then Kay gets attacked by a group of alien bounty hunters hired by Serlina. And then Kay comes in to save the day like he's fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. And then makes quick work of these bounty hunters here. And then, what's his name? Will Smith was like, hey, he's a Balchinian. And then he puts down the thing. It's just a nutsack hanging from his chin. I've always loved that as a kid.
That was just fantastic, dude.
I used to crack up so hard at that as a kid, dude. I have replayed that scene so many times, crying, laughing as a kid. And then there's a really bad part though with like wire work where Kay, like the Balchinian guy, he like jumps up and like kicks him like a bunch in the face. I'm like, why? Why do we need wire work in this? This doesn't fit his character at all. And then throughout all of this, Kay is using the noisy cricket gun that they took away, and they took away one of the coolest tropes from the first movie, and they totally destroyed this badass gun. Like, it doesn't do the cricket noise anymore. It doesn't send the shooter flying back anymore. Like, he basically they turned it into a tiny little pistol, and it kind of pissed me off. I was like, that was like one of the greatest parts of the first movie. Why would you even touch that? It's ridiculous.
You know what it is? It's like you can't have Kay flying backwards and expect him to get up like you would Jay.
Then they should give him a different gun. Why would they give him that gun? It's ridiculous. And then since
I think in that part where he was saying like this is your favorite, he's like not really my style, and he just grabs one of the big boys, and then Cage, I could see like Jay just like, all right. And he just puts the noisy cricket in his
I mean,
pocket.
it was a little funny from Tommy Lee Jones where he's like looking at the gun. He's like, that was my favorite gun. And then Jay and Kay head back to the pizza shop. And then, I forgot to say, Kay's memories are officially back now. And then Jay asks him about the light of Zartha, but Kay still doesn't remember. And he says that he neuralized himself to keep the information a secret. And then Jay and Kay head back to the pizza shop.
How does that work? You just turn it around.
Yeah, and then
you're just standing there.
And then you're just holding the neuralizer. Like, wait, what did I just do?
What the hell is this?
Yeah, not even remember what you were doing. Then J.K. head back to the pizza shop, and then Kay pulls out an old picture he had in his jacket of him pointing in the distance, and it lines up with a picture of Ben in the shop. And then Jay thinks Kay is pointing at something in the picture that it's like some kind of puzzle that leads him on like to a can of anchovies, which is pretty funny. He's like, all right, you're pointing that way. And then who stacks pizza boxes like this? This is clearly a sign. They're like diagonal.
Pizza is pointing to whatever we're looking for is right in this.
And he pulls it out. He's like, anchovies and olive oil. That part was pretty funny because he's so serious about it. He's like, anchovies. And then
he's just sitting there with his arms crossed.
And then Kay figures it out and finds a key hanging on the wall. And then Jay sends Laura over to the little slug aliens from the first movie. Sends them over to their house, and they have a little smoochy smooch. And Jay feels a rush of blood go down to his penis there. And then Kay takes Jay to.
As did I.
Kay takes Jay to Grand Central Station, where the key they found opens up a locker that houses a whole colony of little aliens, which was this is a little much. Like, why are we doing this? It didn't really make a lot of sense, but whatever. And then Kay finds his old watch with a countdown until midnight and a business card for a video rental shop. Then Kay and Jay head over to the video shop on the card, and we find out that Kay reserved a tape a long time ago, but never picked it up. Which is the episode of the TV show that we saw at the beginning of the movie, the story of the Light of Zartha. We also get another cameo from David Cross here as Newton. He died in the first movie, right? So it's not the same character. I think he's playing a different character at this point, right?
Is it? Okay, because I was thinking to myself, well, wait, what? Did he? Because he was suspended.
Yeah, I know. He had to be dead. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was dead. So I think it was another character he played here. He's Newton at the employee at the video shop, and then back at MIB headquarters, we are introduced to another antagonist. Just way too late in the movie to be introducing another character, but his name is Jara. Then Serlina makes a deal with Jara for a spacecraft to escape Earth, and in exchange, she will give him Jay. But yeah, all of this is such garbage. Like, this character of Jara is so fucking useless in this movie. But I kind of figured it out. I think they just included. Yeah, he basically is. I think they included him to give Will Smith something to do in the third act there, because basically it was mostly Tommy Lee Jones at the end of there, and Will Smith fighting Jara. Like, if Jara wasn't there, Will Smith would have been doing nothing at that point. So
he would have been. He would have been with Rosario.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they probably just them two doing nothing. Then at
not nothing.
Doing stuff that we can't see. Yeah, other doing sex. Yeah. At Newton's house, J and K watch the tape of the Light of Zartha. Then while watching the tape, K starts to have flashbacks of the actual event. Then he starts to have the flashbacks of his past lover / baddie princess, Princess Lorana. He starts to cry and have a little boner at the same time. Then Serlina shoots Lorana dead in his memories, and Kay gets emotional thinking about it again. And it's revealed that Kay never did send the light off the planet and hit it on Earth this whole time, which. All of this, useless information. We've known this since the beginning of the movie. Yes, the light is on Earth because that's why Serlina is there. So this is nothing new. It's just more exposition for what? To fill time, probably. It's literally the same clip that we saw in the beginning of the movie. Like, they played that over again. Like, why? This is all useless to me. And then Kay and Jay make contact with Laura, and we see her wearing the bracelet that Princess Lorana had on in Kay's flashback, and we conclude that Laura is actually the Light of Zartha. And they head back to the Worm household, but we find them all fucked up. I totally forgot about this part. I thought they were dead, but they just, like, put themselves back together, so I think they should have just killed them off. And then Laura has been taken... Yeah.
Useless.
Yeah, they're useless characters. Then Laura has been taken by Serlina and taken back to headquarters. And then before heading back to headquarters, Jay and Kay need to grab some weapons. So they head to Kay's old apartment where he opens up a secret vault. And of course, this movie doing what they do best. They destroy yet another thing that I loved about the first movie. The weapons, they are way smaller now than they used to be. They don't have like the cool like LED lights that they had. They don't make any like cool sounds. It's just like kind of boring. It's boring guns that they have now. They do like
they don't utilize them enough.
Yeah, they don't
utilize them enough.
Not at all, right? Until like the very end, where it's like, okay, I'm already over the movie. It's too little, too late for this. And then back at HQ now, K and J infiltrate, and a bunch of bullshit happens in this scene that I really just don't feel like going into detail about, because I'm just over this movie at this point. I literally wrote that while watching this movie. And then Jay has a big fight with Jara, who turns out to be a bunch of little Jaras with big heads, which was all garbage. Hated every second of this fight.
I hated it too.
And then yeah. And then Serlina and Kay, they don't even fight. They just like Serlina just captures Kay, and then holds him hostage. And then or eventually they escape, and then Serlina ends up chasing the crew through the city, and then Kay hits the red button in the new car, which I will admit it was a improvement over the first movie. I actually liked this whole scene with the flying car and had like the cool PlayStation controller back in the day. And then it was better than the first movie, but I was just so burnt out on the movie by this point. I was like, I can't enjoy this right now. It doesn't even matter anymore. Nothing you could do is going to fix this movie. It is so bad.
There's so much fat on a movie that's like got such a little
less than an hour and 30 minutes, and there's still too much on this movie. But yeah, this scene should have been moved up way ahead before any of this fight happened, before Jara, all that shit. This scene should have been way up there. And then Jay leads Serlina into the subway, and Serlina gets eaten up by Jeff the Worm, which I like that as well. That's like a good way to get rid of her. It's like, call back to the beginning of the movie. And then now at the landing zone, Kay reveals that Laura is the light of Sorta and the key to Earth's survival. And it's kind of inferred that Kay maybe had some unprotected sex with Princess Lorana, and might be Laura's father from the way he's talking to her. So, which is a little weird. How do you know that aliens have the same, plumbing that we do? You know what I mean? She's from a different planet, so Kay might have
sticking it in her rib cage as far as he knows,
Kay might have some kind of like intergalactic STD. Who knows? There might be something out there like that. Then we
don't know. What we really know is Kay is 30 years old, but he looks like this because he's got the intergalactic.
I like it. Even in the flashbacks, it's supposed to be 25 years ago, but it's just Tommy Lee Jones with dyed hair. It's like, you can't get another younger actor. Why is it still Tommy Lee Jones with all the wrinkles on his face?
Josh Brolin in earlier.
Yeah, all they did was dye his hair black. It's like, okay, that's what changed his hair. Okay.
By the way, that's all I really know from Men in Black 3 is that Josh Brolin plays a young.
Yeah, that's all I know too. Yeah, so yeah, that's all I know too. Then Laura's escape pod lands, and Laura and Jay kind of have like a final farewell here. Poor Jay, man. He never even got to have a little taste. They just kissed one time. Never even got.
Which reminds me.
Yeah.
In the beginning, they were saying that Elle wanted to go back to the morgue and he just helped her out.
Oh, right, yeah. So, when he goes back to MIB headquarters, like, Zed's like, you neuralize another partner? And he's like, hey, man, Elle, she wanted to go back to the mortuary or morgue. Yeah, I just helped her out. Yeah, that's what he said.
It sounded like, when he said that, though, it sounded like he killed her. Or like somebody killed her, or he just pushed her in front of a train, or in front of Jeff. I don't know.
That kind of sucks, though. I don't know why that's a better job than MIB. I guess, like, I don't know. It's MIB.
She was just like getting off on the dead people, on the dead aliens.
That's true. It's probably a lot. I feel like it's a lot more peaceful in the morgue. You don't have to talk to anybody. You're just kind of working by yourself and stuff. So I get it. And it seems like Jay never leaves either. Like he's full time, like on the clock over there. I'm like, damn, you don't have a life, bro. You ain't got shit. And then where am I at here? Then Jeff pops up from underground and has now been taken over by Serlina. And then J and K have a little tussle with Serlina while Laura escapes. And they showed like a scene here where the worm is kind of like eating Jay, and then you could just see the shots from K. And I was like, oh, dude, this is straight up House of the Dead, where it just shows like the shots coming from like off screen onto the monster. This whole fight just useless, by the way. Just Kay's like talking at the same time while he's shooting. I'm like, bro, you guys aren't even taking your own fight seriously at this point.
Yeah.
You guys don't care at all. And then
If it was this easy, why is it so hard right now?
Yeah, it doesn't
Why was it so hard?
JK have a little tussle with Serlina while Laura escapes and leaves Earth. And then an actually cool ending here to the fight. Serlina is she escapes from the worm thing, and she's about to catch up to the escape pod. And then K and J fucking pop the trunk, whip out the big guns here, and then blast Serlina out of the air. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's what I've been waiting for. That's what I want. I want to see you whip out the big guns like that, like you did in the first movie. But it was a little too late now, and I was already too burnt out on the movie. I was like, I'm fucking done with this. And that's basically the end of the movie there. K and J are back as partners still, so that's the end of the movie. I don't remember at the end. Oh, I remember at the credits there is a terrible song by Will Smith, not even close to the Men in Black song that we heard in the first movie. I don't even know the title of it. They never played it ever again on the radio, so that's how you know it's bad. But it was really terrible.
Sophomore soundtracks and sequels.
Sophomore slump,
They don't hit. They're just not hitting here.
It's the Tyler Hero of movies right here. Sophomore slump. You know what I mean?
I love to see it.
You have trivia facts for this fucking piece of fucking shit?
I don't have much, and then I want to get back to. I got one more show.
Yeah.
Back to that. I got one more show, and you can agree with me on this. Okay.
You know what? I thought you were gonna bring up Eureka. I was thinking about when you said sci-fi. I remember you watched Eureka, and I was like, I really wanted to watch it, but I never got into it. But I know you watched it.
I didn't finish it. That's why.
Oh,
I didn't finish
okay.
it. So
I remember you were into it, and I was like, oh man, that's interesting. Yeah, I never.
The show was really good. It had the dad from.
I don't even know who that guy is, but he's
Cyborg's dad.
Oh, Myles Dyson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and the actor, he's been in a few things. He was in the commercials for the washer and dryers. He was the guy with the blue suit and the blue hat,
okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
GE guy.
Yeah, GE. Yeah. Okay.
Whatever. That's neither here nor there. Anyways, good show.
The
original pug from Men in Black was used to play Frank again, but since the pug was now 7 years old, they used makeup to hide the gray fur around its nose.
Oh.
Old boy.
I always feel bad for pugs, man. Yeah, tough life they live.
Tough life. Poor Bart.
Poor Barty. Rest in peace. He stuck around for a while though, huh, Bart?
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
He stuck it out.
He did. Jay's line on the driver airbag, actually it came with a black dude, but he kept getting pulled over, was improvised by Will Smith.
See, that's something I actually left out. I actually enjoyed some of at the end, towards the end, where he just kept popping out, and then Will Smith is standing behind him, and he's like. He's just like. I actually enjoyed some of that. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. The producers liked it so much it even made the theatrical trailer. Barry Sonnenfeld, however, was not happy. It was played over and over in the month of June prior to the film's release, making the joke old and tired by the time people saw it.
Man, so they killed the movie before it even came out.
God,
man. They can't do anything right with this shit, man. Fuck. Even the trailers got played out.
I hate it. Famke Janssen was originally cast as Serlina.
Ooh, okay. I could definitely see that. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She's definitely better.
Yeah.
Jean Grey, you know?
Yeah.
I heard she's
a nightmare to work with though. Like that's why that's why she doesn't work anymore. She's terrible to work with. Yeah.
I hate that, dude. And she even completed some of the filming, but was forced to drop out of the project due to a death in her family.
Oh, so she actually completed some filming. Oh, interesting.
Laura Flynn Boyle was then cast in her place.
Who the fuck is Laura Flynn Boyle, by the way? I've never seen her ever in my life, other than this movie, and her poor face. Her poor face now.
Just drop the last name. You just go by Laura Flynn.
Yeah. Boyle is such a nasty name.
God. In both Men in Black and Men in Black 2, a tandem bicycle decorated with lights can be seen going past the pawn shop.
That's right,
the bicyclists are actual residents of this area of New York City.
Oh, okay.
That's cool, I guess. Saving money there. Why? In an interview with Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones, Smith said, "It was great working with Frank the Pug in the first film, but since we came back, he's been acting like an asshole." Jones then said, "Yeah, Frank's had a bit of an identity crisis since the neutering." All right.
I just don't understand how Tommy Lee Jones is on board for all these things. If you see Tommy Lee Jones like in person, he seems like a dick. Like he just doesn't like modern things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like he's such an old head, but I don't know. He seems on board for these things. I'm surprised they even got him back for the third one. As bad as this one was, I can't believe he came back. Maybe he's not in it a lot though, so we have to see.
Wait, hold on. This one's kind of interesting, I guess. There's not much here, so this one's pretty interesting.
Okay.
In the Hungarian dub version, Elizabeth, the young girl at the post office, her lines were redubbed from 20 Rugrat stamps, please, to South Park stamps, please, because South Park was better known than Rugrats in Hungary at the time.
Oh.
In the German dub version, her lines were redubbed to Pokemon stamps, please,
Ooh.
because Pokemon was better known at the time.
Damn, I bet if those stamps back then, Pokemon stamps probably worth a lot.
Oh my god, dude, I would love Pokemon stamps.
I have never even fucking bought a stamp in my life. I've never mailed a letter in my life. Why would I need to do that? Have you ever bought a stamp? You've bought stamps before and mailed something?
Bought stamps.
Oh, I've
Of course
never.
I have.
Yeah,
I have.
never done that.
Yeah, I had to buy stamps.
For
I
what?
still
What have you mailed?
I used to have to mail my
your
OJTs.
yeah, that's
Remember
right.
my
Yeah,
timesheets
yeah,
for a month.
yeah.
You know?
Your OJ Simpsons. Yeah, that's right.
OJ Simpsons. I just send it in with the glove. The children of the cast and crew make an appearance in the film. The little girl at the post office who wants to buy Rugrat stamps is Barry Sonnenfeld's daughter.
Oh,
Chloe
okay.
Sonnenfeld. Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones' daughter appears in the film as the little girl in the apartment where Jay, Kay, and Worms acquire weaponry. When Jay was like, and she could stay up and eat treats and watch TV as long as she wants.
She could do whatever she wants. Yeah. That gun one is huge, by the way. The one that Jay was carrying, I was like, holy fuck, that shit was like, he had to like put it down to like get through the door.
Whoa, wait, hold on. And the two children who look up as the MIB car flies overhead are Will Smith's kids.
Oh, wait, Jaden and Willow?
No, I don't know if it's...
Or the other...
Willow.
Oh, no, they probably
Willow.
weren't even alive yet. Yeah, it was probably
Yeah,
the other son. The
first one.
older son. Oh.
The loser one.
Interesting.
The one they don't love enough.
That's true. He's never in any of the pictures or any movies.
They named them... They named their other kids after them. Jaden.
Yeah.
And Willow. Come on.
Yeah.
They obviously...
From a previous marriage, that's why, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Poor kid.
Barry Sonnenfeld took issue with the producers wanting to focus on the love story between Agent J and Laura. And, quote, I learned on Wild Wild West that audiences didn't want to see Will Smith as the straight man. And until Tommy Lee Jones comes back into the movie, by definition, Will's the straight man.
Yeah, but he was good at that. He was good at the emotional aspect of his character.
I feel like Tommy Lee Jones was... In the first movie, he was.
Yeah.
Why they brought him back in the second one, they didn't... I don't know.
Didn't need him at all, no.
That's kind of... Oh, wait, hold on. One more. In the final battle versus Serlina, Jay says, I'm about to lay the smack down on your candy ass.
Ooh,
this phrase
little
was
Rock
coined
reference.
by The Rock when he was full-time professional wrestler.
Love it. All right.
I love it. All right.
But yeah, Myles, keep going there. Well, what were your final thoughts of this movie?
They're like my initial thoughts.
Wait, did you want to talk about TV actually before?
I did, so I'm done with this movie.
Yeah,
I don't know
okay.
if you're done.
Yeah, I just I just have one more thing to include about this movie. As bad as it was, it still hasn't turned me off to the series though. Even though, yeah, this movie was very painful to watch, but I'm still very much looking forward to the next movie, to the third one. As I want to see if they're able to redeem themselves from this movie, because I've heard some good things about the third movie, so I'm still excited about that. I just want to include that.
I don't know why, but I've heard bad things about the third movie.
Really?
So we'll see.
Okay.
I don't know, but that's just like hearsay. You know, I don't know really. I didn't really have an interest in watching it. It's not because the second one turned me off. It's just because I never got around to it.
Yeah. I wouldn't say good things, but I wouldn't say super good. I just not negative, I would say.
You've heard things.
Yeah, I've heard things. I've just heard things. Not bad things, but just things.
Stuff.
Yeah. Just people very whelmed. Not overwhelmed, not underwhelmed, just very whelmed. Yeah, by the movies. So I'm looking forward. I'll take whelmed over underwhelmed any day. So yeah, I'm still looking forward to it, as bad as this was. But yeah, go ahead. What you got about Actually, let's rank this real quick before I'm gonna put this last place. Doesn't matter what happens.
Place, yeah.
Doesn't matter what happens with the next two. It's gonna be last place no matter what. So
yeah. Men in Black 1, Men in Black 2.
Yeah, way at the bottom. Way at the bottom.
Two. I'm pointing up.
I'm pointing at my butthole
circling
because
back,
it's shit. Yeah, so.
because you wanted to go in there. All right, so circling back, the show. Obviously, it's Watchmen. It's the Watchmen show on HBO, the limited series that takes place after the Watchmen movie, after the comics. It's an original because it's not written in the comics.
Yeah.
It's its own, and it just takes it to a place where it's beautiful. It's awesome.
Yeah. I would say the only fault of that movie is I think you do have to watch the first movie. They do like, you know, explain some things, but I think it really helps if you watch the movie at least.
Yeah, it definitely.
Even though
helps.
it's based mostly off the comic book, I think you should at least watch the movie because it's the same kind of premise. So that's the only fault I have with it, because whenever I tell people to watch it, I'm like, they always ask me, do you have to watch the movie? I'm like, yeah, you kind of do, actually. You kind of need to know who these characters are, especially when it comes to Dr. Manhattan too. So you kind of need to know who he is. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. But that's not a bad thing, because the movie in itself is great. Yeah. It's fantastic. It's one of the best superhero or hero movies, in my opinion.
You know why? Because Zack Snyder like literally does like 1-for-1 from the comic book. Like that's the only time Zack Snyder actually does well. Like 300. Also 1-for-1 with the comic book, and then you know, Watchmen also 1-for-1. And when he tries to do like his own thing, like the DC movies that he's done with like Superman and Justice League, it's like, man, you're great with the visual stuff, but your story writing needs help. Like you need to base it off of something.
You're kind of just focusing too much on. You're hoping that the cinematography that you bring to the table out kind of like, I don't know, just brings it up another level while you try to write on top of it. You know, it's not doing it.
But that show was so fucking. I love the social commentary as well with the racism stuff. It is so fucking, the racism and the gay stuff too in it. Was not expecting any of that at all. I was like, oh shit, man, this is so good at a time where all of that was you know, at its peak. I was like, oh my god, man, it's just couldn't have come at a better time.
Yeah, speaking of that, like one of my all-time favorite scenes, like episodes, is the nostalgia episode.
Yeah.
Where she takes nostalgia and it's going back to the Minutemen, and it's just like that whole like area where he's in that fight scene where he's in the warehouse and he's fighting. Like
it's intense.
It's so intense, and you hear him breathing like heavily. He puts the hood on, Hooded Justice, and you're just like, damn, this is badass.
Was that Regina King, right? Was the actress? Fuck, dude, fantastic. I think she win some awards? I can't remember, but she was so fucking good.
It was really good.
Also with Jeremy Irons as fucking what's his name? Ozymandias. Holy shit, dude, so fucking good. Love Jeremy Irons. Then Yahya, what's his last name? Yahya Abdul, like something. But man, yeah, you see a full frontal shot of my man, and he is gifted.
Does not disappoint.
He is a gifted man. Let me tell you that.
Man, he is tall, dark, handsome.
Oh yeah, fantastic actor too. So cannot wait to see him in The Matrix too. Cannot fucking wait. Also, The Matrix. I got some news for you, by the way. Why Lawrence Fishburne, Morpheus, isn't in it. Apparently, this is going off of a game that came out in 2005 called The Matrix Online, I believe. It was like an MMORPG game. And in that story, it takes place after Matrix Revolutions. And in that story, Morpheus goes back into the Matrix, and he goes back into the Matrix, and he tries to get Keanu Reeves' body out of the Matrix, because remember, he dies in the third one, and the machines keep his body, but he wanted to get Keanu Reeves' body and take it back to Zion, but he ends up dying in the Matrix from agents. So that explains why he's not in it. So a game from 2005.
Did they who confirm that?
Well, I've seen a bunch of videos. So yeah, and
okay.
they showed the cutscene from the game. Looks like shit, but like, yeah, he gets shot up and he dies in the Matrix. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense for why he's not in it. So
who's in the chair? All right, well, that explains a lot, and happy to know that.
And I heard some theories too, if you want to hear that. Some theories about how the machines and humans kind of made like a pact of peace, which is why like right now this is why like in the real world, like nobody knows what happened in the past, because they kind of just the humans and the machines kind of just wiped everyone's minds, so nobody's fighting each other anymore. But as Neo starts to remember, that's when like the Matrix is starting to kind of like fight back. So we'll see though.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's just theories right now. So
Okay.
but very much looking forward to that. What were you saying? Did you have? Oh, Watchmen. Yeah, Watchmen.
Watchmen. It's worth a watch.
Absolutely, man. So fucking
Watch
good.
the movie, obviously, but the movie is worth a watch in its own right. It is fantastic.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate that they're not doing any more of it because it ends in such a cliffhanger. It's like, fuck, man, I want so much more.
It does, but it ends really well. It ends. That's some of the best ways that shows can end, because they leave it up to interpretation in a sense. You know,
Just
they
like
leave
The
it up to
Sopranos.
you. Yeah, they leave it up to you, which it doesn't. It's not really sealing it, but it is at the same time. So you could let your mind take it where you want it to go, and you're not happy with it, you're not sad with it, but yeah.
I'm just glad they took like the coolest character, Dr. Manhattan, and you know it took his story to another level. It is so fucking good what they did with his character, man. And just taking over all the cool roles.
Yeah,
now
for
he's
real,
Candyman. Now he's fucking Morpheus. Man, he's getting all the cool roles. Black Manta is supposed to come back too. So man,
really,
yeah, he's supposed to come back. And I saw him. Dude, I saw. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, African American Manta. And then I saw him training. Dude, he is so jacked right now, man. He's gonna be so jacked in that movie. I can't wait to see him topless, hopefully pantsless. But yeah. But yeah, next week, everybody, we will be reviewing Men in Black 3. I cannot wait for that. I'm pretty excited. And actually, I'll just talk about it now since I ran through that pretty fast. We're like at an hour. So I do have a schedule lined up for October, November, and December. I don't
skipping months here now.
Yeah, no.
Right?
October, November, December. Do you want to hear this? Let me hear it.
I want to hear it. I know. Okay, so October, we're bringing back Monster
We're
Month.
going back to Monster Month. Hold on. Let me bring up
It
this.
was the
Google
Monster
calendar.
Month.
Hold on. Let me bring this up. Let me go back to the calendar here. Gmail.
Let me ask you. So
yeah,
we have watched. You and I, we watched Shang-Chi.
We did watch Shang-Chi. Yeah.
You want to touch base on that at all?
I mean, we could talk about it now if you want. Like, or we could do a whole podcast if you want.
No, we can do a little thing on it right now. But go through the. Well, you want to do it now, or you want to do the schedule rundown?
Yeah,
or?
let me talk about the schedule real quick. So,
Okay.
fuck my ass. I gotta switch fucking things here. All right, so right now, as it goes, we got Men in Black 3 coming up. We got Men in Black International. That will be rounding out our Men in Black series. But for Monster Month, I got the first movie. It's going to be Constantine, which I am very excited about. I was talking about this last year, but we never did it. So very excited about that. Constantine starring Keanu Reeves as well. Yeah, we got Constantine. We got League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Very excited about that too. Haven't seen that in a long time. And then one that I kind of want to run by you. I enjoyed it, but I want to do the Mummy remake. You haven't seen it, right? The one with Tom Cruise. I actually quite enjoyed it, so I think you would like it.
Is it the chick with 4 eyes?
Yes, that's the one. Yeah. But I want to review that one because I want to get your thoughts on that. I actually enjoyed it. And for the last one here, a favorite of mine. I don't know if you've seen it or even if you like it, but The Wolfman, starring Benicio del Toro. Nope. Have you even heard of it?
Nope.
The Wolfman. It's got Benicio del Toro. It's got Emily Blunt. It's got Anthony Hopkins in it.
I'm in.
And Hugo Weaving, dude. I mean, it's a star-studded fucking cast.
What year did this come out?
This came out like 2010, 2011, or something like that. But he was supposed to be included in that that monster universe that Universal was doing. So it was going to be him. It was supposed to be Tom Cruise. It was supposed to be what's his name? The guy from freaking No Country for Old Men. Shit.
Benicio?
No, that shit. What's his name? God damn it. No Country for Old Men. The Antoine Chigurh.
Sheriff?
Yeah, no. The bad guy from No Country for Old Men.
Oh my god.
Shit. What's his goddamn name?
It starts with a J.
He's in Skyfall. Javier Bardem. Yeah, Bardem. Yeah, he was supposed to be one of the guys. I think he was supposed to be Frankenstein, if I'm not mistaken. There was supposed to be Johnny Depp as the Invisible Man. Like, it was gonna be a star-studded cast, and Benicio del Toro as Wolfman, of course. But I really enjoyed that movie. It's not perfect by any means, but I think Benicio del Toro is fantastic in it. I think they executed the werewolf premise really well. Anthony Hopkins, of course, is great. Hugo Weaving as like the detective trying to catch him, he's also fantastic, and it's Universal, so they knock it out with the props, the makeup, the whole setting of everything. It looks really good, man. But yeah, I think it's a very underrated movie. Not a lot of people, I think people actually hated it, but I quite enjoyed it. It's good.
Yeah, I'm seeing here like 50%.
Oh, that's not even rounding it out, Miles. For the last movie, I totally forgot. Last movie, you're gonna love this. American Psycho, Miles. American Psycho.
Whoa,
American Psycho.
You gonna
The
throw that in there with a
I want to throw that for Monster Month, baby, because he is a monster.
He is a monster.
He is a monster human, but you know, he is a monster.
Yeah.
But I am very much looking forward to that, so that's gonna be fun.
Oh boy.
For the month of November, I am going to change it up here. I wanted to do, all right, so December, I'm going to put this out here. December, Matrix Resurrection comes out December 23rd, which means we would have to review the first 3 movies throughout the whole month of this December, which throws out our holiday movies. But we could throw the holiday movies into November if you'd like. But if we don't want to do holiday movies, I got 3 movies here. I got Pitch Black, Chronicles of Riddick, and Riddick. So I'll give you the choice. We could do holiday movies, or we could do the Riddick series, which I've always been looking forward to for a long time. So we don't even have to decide now. You know, I just wanted to put that out there for you to for your information. But December for sure, we're gonna have to do Matrix. That's gonna be throughout the whole month of December. So I'm very excited about that.
Okay. All right, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. All right.
But Monster Month is gonna be fun, man. Constantine, Leave, Extraordinary Gentleman, Mummy.
You're giving me 2 movies that I haven't even seen, so
exactly. And one of your favorites, American Psycho. I know you love it. I know you fucking love it. So
good. I will not.
I love it too. So
I cannot talk about
I'm gonna, you know, if you're up for it, I'll let you do the rundown.
All
for
right.
that, I know how much you. I know
the rundown right now.
Yeah, I know how much you like that, so that'll be fun to do.
Oh god.
What were we? Oh, you wanted to talk about Shang-Chi, right?
All right, let's just talk about it for like 5
minutes. We don't have to. Yeah, we don't have to do a whole thing, but yeah, I mean, we're still running like hour 20 minutes, so it's fine. We can talk about it for about 10-15 minutes here.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you then. What was your initial impressions on Shang-Chi?
So I liked it. I really liked all of the Asian cultural references they have there. I love how they included like San Francisco, one of the head Asian cities out there. I did think it was a little slow though, as when it comes to origin movies. I know they're all pretty slow, but the middle part, man, it was just so damn slow. I was literally falling asleep. You know, that part where they go to the dad's like little sanctuary area in the forest. There's just so much exposition in there. But I thought the action scenes were great. I love all the fighting scenes with Simu Liu. I don't know how to say his name. Is it Liu? But that whole train sequence, the bus sequence that they had, best part of the movie, hands down. That whole fighting scene is so fucking cool. That I think my favorite part is when they kind of threw me for a loop. Usually it's with all these origin stories, it's like, hey, he's gonna learn how to fight, right? And when he fucking comes out and he starts fighting him, I'm like, oh shit, he already knows how to fucking fight. Yeah. Let's fucking go.
He's Winter Soldier. Yeah. Like, they said some words and he's like, ugh.
I was like, fuck yeah. I thought for sure he was gonna have to train or something's gonna jog his memory and he's gonna like tap into some like Shang-Chi powers, but he was like, oh, I already know how to fucking fight. I already trained for this shit. So that was super cool. He was
doing 1,000 push-ups a day.
Oh yeah, dude, he looked great too. He was in great shape. But yeah, middle ran too long. I thought the ending, the third act, dragged on for way too long as well. The whole dragon thing dragged on for a long time. It dragged on. You know what I'm saying?
Dragon.
Awkwafina, I could do without her. You know what I mean? I'm not a huge Awkwafina fan, but I respect her. I respect what she's done for the industry as an Asian American. Don't get me wrong, but still, I could do without her. And then Tony Long as the...
All right, get that shit out of here, please. Okay.
Tony Long as he's supposed to be in the comic books. His name's Fu Manchu, but they can't do that anymore. So Tony Long is fantastic. I love Tony Long. He's in all of the great kung fu movies I've seen growing up. One thing I wanted to touch on was I know it was a little funny in the movie theater. People were laughing, but when they're doing like the fight scene between Tony Leung and you know his wife in the beginning, you know how people are like laughing at like when they were doing like the staring at each other. I'm like, oh, dude, that's old school shit though. That's like old school like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon stuff. So that's straight reference to that people I don't think really know anymore. Like especially the younger audience, they don't know that stuff. That's our generation. Like we grew up watching old kung fu films like that. So that's such a great homage to that old Asian cinematography that we've seen. But you know, I understand it is funny, but I respect it so much, man. I thought the callbacks to all the old, you know, Asian movies are so good. And then, you know, the reference to you know, the post-credit stuff was also pretty cool. I like how they left it open-ended, how it's like kind of the 10 rings are sending signals out to who knows what. I don't know. They don't even, you know, they don't even tell us where the 10 rings came from. They don't even know what signal it's sending out, but I like how they left it open-ended at the end to, you know, connect back to connect to future movies in the MCU. So overall I thought it was good, but I don't know if I'll watch it again, honestly. I thought I'll rewatch the fighting scenes on YouTube, but overall it was okay. It was good.
Yeah. You hit a lot of the points that I was gonna hit, you know. I really could have done without this just what is this? Are they trying to force a relationship on us with Awkwafina?
I don't understand it. Yeah.
I am not about that at all. I am not about that at all.
At the end, they were like kind of holding hands, and they didn't kiss, but they like were
and
close.
Then the grandma was like, "When you guys get married?" Like, no.
Yeah. Oh, that's he did say that though. He's like, no, we're just friends. So maybe it is just friends, which I'm fine with. Yeah, I'm fine with. Maybe he'll find.
Why didn't I believe him? All right, I don't believe him.
Maybe he'll find a love interest in the other movies.
Maybe it could have it could have raised the stakes if she had died. You know?
Yeah, I think she maybe should have died.
I'm not knocking her for like being in this movie. I think that would have kind of like made it better for me in a sense. You know. She pretty much saved the day too, and she's only been training.
Yeah, I don't think I like that
for like a minute.
Yeah, I don't think I like that at all.
The fight sequences were like when I look back on it, it really reminded me because when I distinctly remember watching Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in the theaters with my family.
Yeah.
Coming out of Cerritos Mall, and then you know how they have like the sloped by the bike racks, they have like the sloped rock formation kind of. Dude, I was running along that thinking like I remember that distinctly.
Dude, we all used to do that. The running on the wall. Oh my God. Yeah, that's where it came from. We all used to try to do that. Yeah.
And I'm looking into it. Like they did some form of like Tai Chi, but like with air bending kind of like.
Oh yeah,
and
exactly.
And it was really like nostalgia trip when I didn't appreciate it until after we left and I was watching some videos on it, you know. I was like, yeah, you know, this is
that's a straight homage, man.
I didn't like it. You know, the fighting scenes were really great. And I will give him that. You know, I like the way the rings kind of they changed it from.
Yeah, you're right. By the way, yeah, I wasn't sure.
Rings,
yeah, but you're right. Yeah,
and I see why they changed it because it's too close to stones on the hand of the gauntlet. They changed it to. I like what they did with it. How they
they use it really gravity. Well. Really well. Yeah.
And
I like how they could exchange it too between arms, like they could shoot at each other. I'm like, oh fuck, that's dope.
Yeah, I like that. That whole fight scene with him and his dad when they're fighting with the rings, and then he's like using them and taking them, and then giving them back. And dude, that scene was awesome. I
do have one scene that I want to talk about. Actually, sorry to interrupt you, but that one scene where the dad takes Shang-Chi back to like the restaurant. He's like, are those the guys who killed your mom? And he's like, yeah, those are the guys. And he just fucking whips their asses, dude, with those rings. And that last guy just fucking like shoots him right in the face. I'm like, oh shit, this is fucking badass, dude. That's all I wanted to say. It was so fucking cool. That scene.
Put his hand on his son's shoulder, just like, will you help me? And someone's like,
he's like blood for blood, bro. I was like, fuck yeah, I feel that, bro. Like that's not what heroes are supposed to do, but I kind of feel it in that situation. Like, what are you gonna do? That's your mom, you know what I mean?
I know. Dude, she took out a fuck ton of them too. She was like,
he whipped their asses. So fucking cool, dude. That scene.
Like it made sense too, because it's just like he did it. She died. He's like, if I didn't have these if I had these on me, I would have been
Yeah,
able
yeah.
to, you know. So I'm never taking them off again.
Yeah.
You know, I want to keep you guys safe.
And it made sense too, like the way like the villain is portrayed. It's like, yeah, he wants to save his wife, but it's hard to differentiate like what's if he's being tricked, obviously, but it's hard to differentiate that when it's so close to, you know, what he wants in life. So it's actually pretty good the way they portray the villain too. Yeah, it's
yeah.
not,
No,
it's
looking
not
back
like,
on it,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah, looking back on it too. Like that's my next point is the Tony Long.
I think it's Long.
whatever.
Yeah.
Long. He had the best character arc in this story, in this show, in this movie. Like, and I watched a video recently of how they show like how villains in the MCU have taken like the main character, the main protagonist, has taken like a backseat to some of these antagonists as far as like where they go, their arc, you know, their redemption, all that stuff. And I think his is one of the best in the MCU. Like
That's true.
As far as like where he came from, where he went to, his relapse in a sense, and then his acceptance at the end. And then it's just kind of, he knows that it's fine with his son. You know, he's cool. Like
in these origin movies, the villains like never go back to being good. They're just always bad till they die. So it's refreshing to see someone actually go back to being good at the very
especially
end.
someone of his caliber, you know.
Yeah. Oh man, he's iconic. I love Tony Long.
He is. And then a couple, like one other thing I want to like touch on. Okay, I don't know if you're familiar with the movie Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah. It was Stephen Chow. Stephen Chow, so good. Yeah, one of the guys is in Kung Fu Hustle. He's the he's like the manager of the hotel or whatever. Yeah.
No. It's Guang Bo. He was at what's the name of the city they have to get to, or like the village.
Oh yeah. I forgot what it's called.
Or something.
Yeah,
something
that guy.
Low.
Yeah.
He was he played. Yeah, you're right. There's one of the managers.
The husband and wife,
husband.
right? Yeah.
And he was a badass in there.
Oh yeah.
And he was actually funny as fuck. But he used to train a lot. He used to do a lot of work with Bruce Lee and with Jackie Chan.
Yeah, I saw his IMDb. I was like, oh fuck. Yeah, he's been around for a long time.
He's like an OG.
Yeah.
He's like an OG stuntman, OG like karate guy. He's like one of the best. Like people were like, this is from like people saying that have worked with him. He's like one of the best next to Bruce Lee in terms of like kung fu, you know.
Yeah.
And
I respect that from Marvel
really cool.
for bringing him in there, because you know a lot of the Chinese, I'm sure a lot of the Chinese audience are like, oh fuck, that's our guy right there. He's one of the main dudes. That's dope. Yeah.
There's one of the guys in Kung Fu Hustle, one of the tailors.
Oh, with the rings?
He has the rings that he puts on. Yeah,
dude, where he's
just,
fucking
like,
blocking shit.
Yeah, dude,
that guy is awesome.
He's doing this too.
Yeah.
Just, oh my god, dude! I was like getting some.
Where he like rips off the curtains or whatever, and he just fucking puts them on. Dude, yeah, so dope. Yeah.
That's so badass. I gotta watch that movie again.
Yeah.
So I liked how they just threw that in there. And last thing, Ben Kingsley.
Oh my god, yeah, I totally forgot. Yeah, he's so good. Yeah.
Some good comedic relief, because Awkwafina was not doing it for me.
That part where he's like dead.
Yeah.
And then the thing comes up to him. He's like, mate, it's called acting. All right, just lay down. Yeah, it's called acting, mate. Just lay down here. Wasn't expecting him, by the way. You and I were like, oh shit. We were like, oh, what the fuck? Yeah.
And hold on, I got one more thing. It was how they used, like, when they went back to that city or the village, and you see all these mythical creatures.
Oh my god, dude!
Real mythical creatures that China is really like known for, like the dragon, or like the lions. With, like,
the lions, the statues. Yeah, that they see all the time. Yeah, I was like, fuck.
You're like, wow. So this makes sense. Like, this is like some mythical place where they get these folklore.
And that Nine Tails, bro. Nine Tails. Let's go.
Nine Tails, bro. I didn't know that was like.
That's so cool. Yeah, but those lions look so cool. The CGI looked amazing on those lions. With like the waves of like their mane. I'm like, oh shit, that looks awesome.
And there's always two of them. They're like in like the Chinese like
lore
myths or lore. There's always two of them. There's always two statues. They're guarding some like special place. That's why there was two of them there. Those dragon horses. If you see them, if like they come across your path, it's bring you good fortune. And so that's why they kind of like stopped on it for a little bit. I'm like,
and Michelle Yeoh. Of course, Michelle Yeoh from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I'm like one of the greatest fucking actresses of our time, dude. I fucking love Michelle Yeoh, so I'm glad that she was in there too.
Awesome. When she was doing like
the wind shit, yeah.
Leaves
She's awesome. I'm glad they didn't kill her off. Did they kill her off? No, she was still alive, right?
No, she's good.
And then one last thing here. That ending, dude, with what's his name? What's the guy from Doctor Strange? Wang? No.
Oh, Wong.
Wong. When Wong's like, all right, you two go back home, get some sleep, and then Simu Liu's like, or, and then I was not expecting this at all. Fucking cutting back to karaoke, and they're singing Hotel California. I was fucking crying laughing, dude. That was the greatest ending you could do. It was so fucking good. And then playing Hotel California during the credits, you and I in that movie theater, we were the only ones singing. It was so good, man.
It was fantastic, dude.
You and I, they are the only ones in that theater singing, man. Such a great song. But I thought it was a great ending. So yeah, definitely. But yeah, if that's it, I guess give them the plugs, Myles, and we're out of here for today.
SortaInteresting.com. That's where you can listen to what we're talking about here right now, and our catalog. Excuse me, a podcast from the past.
Getting choked up about it. Huh?
Yeah, just thinking about stuff. You go there, you can check out our Patreon, and just help us out. You know, we're hungry, we're starving. It's hard times out here.
Yeah.
You know,
We're hungry.
You could go there, donate $1 level. You can just see what we got. I mean, we've been doing these little side podcasts as a treat, you know, and that's good. I mean, we've been able to expand on what we want to talk about, not just movies and TV shows.
We could do a whole hour of that.
And we can do, we've got, movies and TV shows, just a small little part of like what we love, you know. We love sports, we love cigars, we love...
I'm not going to say it, but yeah, cigars.
Yeah. We love alcohol.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We could do that, dude. There's so much we can talk about.
Some drunk podcasts, that would be fun.
Mm-hmm. But, we love games too. We love games. We could talk about that, you know.
Yeah. Definitely.
And there it just links you everywhere. You can go to our YouTube. You can type in Sorta Interesting in the search. We're the first ones that pop up. We don't have a URL yet, but you can help us by subscribing. Gotta get to 1,000.
Please do. Yeah.
We're getting close. Not really.
It's always going up every time I check. So yeah. I mean, we're getting there slowly, but you know, it's gonna take a while. But
thank you.
Yeah. Follow us on Instagram as well. That'll be, you know, you can find our some clips that I'm putting up there every now and then. So that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's probably where we're most active.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely Instagram. Go check us out there. Twitter, I post the podcast on there. But our website has everything. SortaInteresting.com. Please go visit over there. But yeah, if that's it, Myles, we'll see you next week for Men in Black 3. Very much looking forward to that. And have an interesting day, everybody.